Explorers, welcome back. So this is December week 2 paycheck. We have it right here. YouTube, please don't mind the excuse me, the large stack of cash that's over here. I just went to the bank because it is my husband's like actual paycheck payday. So I pulled out for this week and for next week. And then I had a couple of collab pays finally come through. They came through yesterday, but I knew his paycheck was coming in today, so I didn't want to have to go to the bank twice. So I pulled out that too. So there's a large wad of cash over here that I know YouTube can see, TikTok cannot. So we are going to do, like I said, December week 2 paycheck cash stuffing. You may notice that my binders are different. I did go live on TikTok last night, and we basically set up my binders for the new year. And so they're going to be completely different. Not completely different, but there's going to be a lot of changes. There's a lot more binders now, and I have 4 more binders coming in. So I will go over that, I think, in a video once everything is here and I can actually go over it. So, because they're not complete. So for right now, let's just do this paycheck. We have 1, 2, 250, 300, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So was that 496? Is that what I said? No, 396. I don't know. It's not very much for this paycheck because this is our mortgage paycheck. And when I say mortgage paycheck, I just mean that the amount that comes out of this paycheck for mortgage, I don't actually pull it out of the bank. I leave it in the bank and I make the mortgage payment. So how does that work? Because this is a question I get all the time, and paycheck videos are the perfect videos to talk about it. So, for example, last week and the week prior, you guys saw me stuff $601 into, $651 last week and $651 the previous week into my bill binder, so that I had $1,302. Which means this paycheck, I should have put $500 in today, $500 in next week. My husband is paid bi-weekly, however, and our mortgage is due tomorrow. So rather than taking that $1,000 from his paycheck that this bi-weekly paycheck needed to pay to make up the difference for our mortgage, and then have to turn around and deposit again, what I do is when his paycheck comes in, since this is the last cash stuffing for the mortgage, I go ahead and I pay the mortgage. And then the money that is in here for mortgage, I take it and put it into what I'm cash stuffing with. So that's how I do that. So you're going to see that mortgage is empty and Ford is empty because I made both of those payments since today was the last day that I was going to be cash stuffing for them. So basically, when I budgeted this paycheck, I budgeted that we needed to cash stuff $1,000 for mortgage. And we needed to cash up $159 for my car payment. And that would pay the rest of the car payment, and that would pay the rest of mortgage. Rather than pulling that money out, I leave it in the bank. I make the payment. I take the money out of here and use that to cash stuff with. So it just avoids going to the bank a gazillion times and withdrawing and depositing. So we are not putting anything in a mortgage because we cash stuffed digitally $1,000 for mortgage and made the mortgage payment. So there's nothing to put in there today. Trash, we are putting in $5. I did swap out my envelopes so they're not the side open. So trash now has 35 of the 55 that's needed by February 20th. This is a quarterly payment for me, so I do cash stuff for it. HOA is another quarterly payment where we put in $13 every single week so that we have it fully funded by the end of the quarter. And this HOA is due it's due anywhere between January 1st and the end of the month. So you have the entire month to pay it. I actually usually have it funded before they even have it available to be paid. So we have 100, 20, 40, 50, and my payment is $150, which means this is all extra. So we're going to take that $6 and we will put it into the bill savings binder because it's overage. This will sit in the envelope until I'm able to pay it, because like I said, they do not make it available to pay prior to January 1st, unfortunately. So the money will just sit in this envelope. We will continue to cash stuff, however. So this is one way to get ahead on your bills. This bill is not due. Like I said, technically, I can pay it all the way up until January 31st. However, I have it funded. That does not mean that I'm going to wait until I make this payment to start saving for the next one. Nope, I save $13 every single week. And because you have magic months where some months will have 5 weeks in it, that's how you end up getting a week ahead. Each time a magic month rolls around, you end up being one more week ahead as long as you continue to stuff every single week. And because of that, and I actually even took a couple of weeks where I didn't stuff because I knew I was ahead and maybe that week was struggling a little bit. And so I didn't stuff those weeks and I'm still ahead. I'm fully funded. It's not due until the end of January, but we will continue to cash stuff. So by the time we make this payment, by the time this payment is actually due, so we'll say end of January, I will have, let's see, there's 4 weeks in January. We still have 2 more weeks of December, so 6 weeks times 6 weeks, wow, 6 weeks times 13. I'll already have $78 towards the next quarter. So I will be over halfway to my next bill by the time I make this payment. So just a little advice. Progressive gets $28. And if you're wondering how you figure out how much you should be putting away, start with when is your bill due. So for my HOA, I know that it's due every quarter. So it's due January, April, July, and October. And I actually have it written on here so that I can mark it off once I make that payment and I know where I'm at. It's $150. So I just divide that by $150 divided by 4 months. I'm sorry, divided by 3 months because there's 3 months and a quarter. Is $50 a month. So I know I need to save $50 a month. Divide $50 a month by 4 weeks. I need to save $12.50 a week. I'm not going to deal with change, however, so I just save $13, which is why at the end I do end up with a little bit of overage, which is not a big deal. One way you can handle this overage, you can leave it in your envelope, and that will also allow you to be ahead. I personally don't leave it in there. Once it's funded, this will then go into my bill savings because I'm working towards 1 month worth of bills saved up for, so that will go into that binder. And I do that with all of my bills. So we put $28 into my car insurance. So we have 50, 75, 81, 2, 3, 4. So we have $84 in my Progressive. My Progressive is obviously due monthly, and it's $110. So we are pretty close there. What is that? I think that's just, let's see. Next week, yeah. So next week we will have it fully funded at $112. So there'll be $2 left over because my payment is $110. So that $2 will also go into bill savings. And we're actually almost a month ahead, if not more, on Progressive. Because what is that? My payment isn't due until January 9th. I will make the payment December... I don't even know. December 20th. So I'm like 3 weeks ahead on my Progressive. Ford is not getting anything because I digitally cashed up to $159 to make that payment, and then I pulled the cash out of here. HOA Man is my, I have an HOA fine because my backyard is not complete, and it's $25 every single Friday. I just let it build up, and then when I make my way over there, I write them a check because they do not allow me to pay this online. I have to do money order, cashier's check, or check. So $250 in HOA Man. But they know that I'm not paying it each week because I'm not going to go in there every single Friday and write them a check, and they're fine with that. They know that I am not doing that. It's just too much of a hassle to drive over there and deal with all of that. Plus, they're like hardly ever open. I feel like I'm constantly getting emails that they're closed for this or closed for that or whatever. So, I do need to go make that payment though. I'll probably do it at the beginning of the year. So, let's go to my cash wallet. You guys, actually, I do need to pull this. I was gonna say I had grocery left over. I did not. So this needs to go to my credit card. And we're gonna put $200 into grocery. I'm thinking about getting a new wallet because I don't ever want to carry this thing around with me. This is actually what I end up bringing with me. Since I don't really pay with cash anymore, I use my credit card. But I still like to have the cash on me. That way, if I want to deposit it, I can. Gas does have money left over. So, we cash stuffed $50 into gas, and my husband filled up our tank completely, and it was only $46. It's actually $43 and some change, but... So we have $4 left over in gas, which has literally, I don't think, ever happened. I don't know what I'm going to do with that $4 yet. But we're going to put $50 in gas. And I just went to the bank and to the post office and to the store, and we still have 88 miles left in the car, which is enough for my husband to get to and from work one day. And he doesn't work anymore this week. He doesn't go back to work until Monday. And today's Wednesday, right? Today's Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, he doesn't go back until Monday. So we're golden. He goes back Monday and then we cash stuff again on Thursday. So I feel like we're ahead on our gas too. It's kind of crazy. I might go fill up anyways though, because when I was at the grocery store, I saw that our gas dropped down to, was it $3.59? Was it $3.59? I feel like it had to be $4.59. I haven't seen $3. I don't know. It dropped super low, and I think we have like 80 cents off a gallon right now because we haven't been using it. Anyways, food, which is takeout, is going to get $75. And check this out. So not only did we have money left over in gas, but my husband has money left over. He only spent, $16? Yeah, he spent $16 on his lunch. So he technically still had like $9, but I just went ahead and paid $20 to the credit card. I just rounded his $16 and some change lunch up to $20, made a $20 payment, and we have this $5 left over. And then I did not realize I cash stuffed for his lunch when I had already fully funded his lunch. So we don't need to put any money in there for this week because I put too much in last week. So I feel like this is just a winning week, which feels really good because I looked at my credit card statement and holy moly, I have got to make a payment because we have overspent on food this week. Big time. Okay. So, normally that would be the end. However, I'm going to pull Uno. This is so that I have 1 month worth of all of my bills saved up for. We normally play Uno to do that. However, anytime I have money left over in after paying a bill, I put it directly into that bill. So this came from extra for HOA, so I will put it in the HOA envelope. So now in HOA we have 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. So we are almost to coloring in another. Oh wait, we might actually be coloring in another one. I think we are. Hold up. We should have 7 colored. Yes, we get to color in another house. Well, that's exciting. I was about to color right on the envelope. should do with this gas leftover. Like, should I put it into bill savings? Should I put it into a road trip just as extra? Should I put it into build a savings? I have no idea. You know what? I was gonna put it into build a savings because this is from my husband's lunch. This is from what is this from? This is from gas, but I think I'm gonna put it in here since it came from like our cash wallet and it's expenses. Let's put it right back into expenses. Where do we want to put it though? Where is it gonna make the most impact? Right here. We needed, we're gonna put $9 in here, and I think that's gonna complete this one. Let's see. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, $40. We only needed 37 to complete this. So this $40 is going to now get reallocated back here into mortgage. And if you're new here, the reason I reallocate is because I frequently complete these smaller bills. And if I were to just leave them completed and not reallocate, then we would run out of envelopes because all of these at some point have been completed, some of them multiple times, and then we'd only be playing Uno with mortgage, and you can't play Uno with one envelope. So we reallocate them into mortgage, plus all of this is going into the same high yield savings account. So let me see if we can color another house. 20, 35, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. $88. We are $12 away from coloring another house in and putting another 100 into the high yield. So in here we have $1,288 in mortgage. So I will guess that the next Uno we will be able to do that one for sure. All right, well, that is it for this paycheck cash stuffing. It had a little bit more than usual. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So until next time, bye.